Hello, and welcome back to our podcast. My name is Dr. Alison Chiwara. I'm the CEO and founder of Human Focus Limited, a company that is truly dedicated and passionately dedicated to creating happier and healthier individuals, communities, workplaces, and societies, and even nations. Over the last year or so, you and I have walked this path of learning, relearning, and unlearning. We spoke about attracting opportunities. I want to talk about the things that really hold us back. We are going to deal with rawness, the things that truly hold us back, and how we deal with those. This is not just an podcast episode, this particular one. I want to use it as a mirror unto ourselves, a place where we come to tell the truth, where we admit that sometimes, not all the time, sometimes success and suffering share the same breath, where we can finally go, do you know what? I'm building something beautiful, but honestly, I'm bleeding silently underneath. To the founder who's smiling on Zoom, but you're really breaking in silence. To the woman who's holding a family together with hands that haven't felt held in years, I see you, I hear you. To the leader, the dreamer, the disruptor, the change makers, who's known for being strong, but secretly longs for a little bit of softness. Oh, dare I say, this episode, this particular one is for you. This episode is for us. And you know what? It's called Elegantly Broken. We've been taught to perform strength, to package our pain in productivity. And in some cases, you know what? We've even learned to hide our heartbreak behind the perfect decks that we create, the presentations, curated Instagram quotes, and calendar invites marked available and unavailable. But let me say this in full truth and in love. Some of the most powerful people I've ever met are holding it together with hands literally shaking all the time, trembling hands. I once coached a massive powerhouse in the business world. They were running a decent company, but in our sessions, they spoke quietly to me one day and said, you know what, Alison, I'm tired of being strong. I don't want to carry everyone anymore. And I felt guilty for not feeling grateful enough. That guilt is real, actually. That guilt of being exhausted, even while blessed, like I like to say. The guilt of grieving while achieving. Does this make sense to somebody? And yet, we keep showing up. We keep dressing up on our pain and shaping it or reframing it into productivity. And we will make it all look elegant, don't we? Beautiful. But what science tells us is that your nervous system is not designed to hold trauma, tension, and leadership pressure tends to come on a loop. When you suppress emotions to stay professional, your body doesn't forget it. It stores it, it records it, it's a computer. The amygdala, your brain sphere center, fires and flares up. The prefrontal cortex that I talk about all the time, where logic lives, just begins to dim its light. You start reacting instead of leading. So, when you feel overwhelmed, this is when you start to feel overwhelmed by small tasks. You start to procrastinate important decisions, you start to lash out or shut down completely, it's not because you're lazy or unmotivated. You're not disorganized either. You're just dysregulated. Are we together? You're running on depleted circuits and you're calling it discipline. You are running on 2% battery and yet you want to have a 1-hour Zoom meeting. Does this make sense? Now, let me come home a little here to the wisdom of my own continent, Africa. My mom used to say, "Je ne jukuru, je noda befu." In other words, this was Shona. In other words, what she said is big things require a really long breath. You see, our mothers knew what most modern systems had forgot. Completely forgot. That healing, building, and becoming require some sort of sense of gentleness. And of course, a little grit here and there. Okay, a little grit here and there. The new leaders were never meant to be on a solo act of their own. That the strongest warriors still needed the village. The wholeness, not perfection, was actually the goal here. Who do I go to when I take off my armor? When the inbox is full but my heart is absolutely empty? Who hears me? Who is that person that I go is my listening person? Let me tell you a little something. There was a time, I like to tell it raw. There was a time when I almost shut everything down, the business, the brand, the dream. I really wanted to do that. I was tired of smiling while silently cracking. I was tired of being the one everyone comes to, but having no one to fall into myself. Do you see this? I remember launching a program that looked flawless on the outside. Oh, great uptake. Bloody positive feedbacks. The metrics were amazing. But no one saw me crying at 2 a.m., questioning my worth. No one saw how launching while grieving a personal loss almost split me into two. No one knew I whispered affirmations into the mirror just to show up and speak clearly. You see, wholeness is often very quiet. Sometimes it looks like a kiss of hope to the broken parts of ourselves until we start to believe in ourselves again. Let me drop this in. Trauma isn't always what happened to you. Yes, you heard me. Trauma isn't always what happened to you. Never. At all. It's often what you had to silence inside yourself just to survive. May I repeat this bit? I said trauma isn't always what happened to you. It's often 99% of the time what you had to silence inside yourself to survive. Your brain remembers every emotion you buried to be professional. Every moment you felt grief, rage, or fear and had to smile anyway. Your brain remembers that. That emotional suppression creates cognitive dissonance. And your nervous system pays the price. Dear oh dear, and it's expensive. So if joy feels dulled, if you're snapping more, and if you're feeling that hollowness, you're not failing, darling. Your body just saying, please, please feel with me. Please be real with me. That's all it's saying. The amazing Rumi once said, the wound is the place where the light enters you. But the Stoics kind of remind us that as well, is that don't run from hardship. Let it forge you. And in my grandmama's voice, she said, meaning that the seed does not actually bloom the day that you plant it. So I repeat this bit. Chisi hacheri musuwacharimwa. The seed does not bloom on the day that you plant it. Healing takes time. Truth takes bravery. But pretending costs more than both. My mom used to say that being complete isn't a weakness. It's knowing when to rest. See, that sentence has saved me many times because I wasn't tired from failing. I was tired from pretending not to need softness. You don't have to wait to be healed to lead, but you have to stop hiding what you are healing from or that you are healing. When you speak from wounds, it sounds like pain. But when you speak from scars, oh gosh, let me repeat this. I said when you speak from scars, it sounds like wisdom. There's power in saying, I don't have it all figured out. Oh no, I don't, but I'm still here. There is power and strength in saying, I cried before this meeting, but I showed up anyway. There's even more strength in saying I'm leading with less, but with more honesty than ever before in my career path. Because you're not less credible when you're vulnerable. You're more trustworthy, actually. So what you do when you're elegantly broken is important. And here is a little gentle leadership tool I want to share with you. Stop gaslighting your emotions. I know this is getting deep, right? Instead, say, I feel fragmented today. And let your body hear the truth. I feel broken today. Make rest non-negotiable. I shared this at Eunice Simpson's event. Make rest, your me time, non-negotiable. Sleep is strategy. Silence is sacred. It's being in a temple. Your peace is productivity in silence. Tell one person your truth. Just one person. You don't have to tell everyone. Just one person, someone that isn't yourself. Shame shrinks when you're in safe spaces. Your go-to person, who is that? Is it prayer? Your go-to person, who is that? Empty it all out. Reclaim your softness. You see, the gentle leader is the one who leaves others feeling seen, not controlled. Always show up softly. But I also want you to ask yourself, where am I elegantly broken? What pain have I repackaged as busy? What emotion keeps knocking that I keep ignoring? What would it look like if I led from my scars instead of actually hiding them? Oh dear, oh dear. Today I did go a little deeper, didn't I? And I hope that I'm not bruising someone. You see, you are allowed to be brilliant and broken. You are allowed to be tired, but still bloody chosen. You are allowed to feel fully human, even in high places. Being elegantly broken isn't a flaw. It's a rebellion against a world that taught you to perform instead of feel. I said feel. Learn to feel. Because it's a sort of sacred kind of power. The kind of power that allows you to say you don't have it all fixed to lead. You don't know it all, but you do have to stop faking what you're never in pieces. Lead with that crack still showing. Speak with that lump still in your throat. It's okay. But build with the aches still in your chest. You'll be surprised who you heal just for being real, I promise you. Because you see, at the bottom of it, you are the garden, you are the seed, you are the rain too, and you are the truth we've all been waiting to hear out loud. Believe me, you don't have to be so perfect to be powerful. You just need to be honest, real, and present. Thank you for sitting in this space with me today. Thank you for being brave enough to hear the hard truths. May your journey back to yourself be gentle. But I also want it to be wildly liberating. Wildly liberating. Until next time, please keep becoming the greater version of yourself and leading with truth. Keep breathing, stopping so you can feel, and keep building even if some of your bricks are soaked, smudgy, and look broken and cracked. Do you know why? Because just like a lot of things in our lives, there is some greatness in understanding that sometimes success and suffering share the same breath. But it's always also important to still keep telling yourself, I am building something beautiful, even though I'm bleeding silently underneath. I hope this episode, like I said, was for you, because it's certainly been for me as well. And just secretly keep longing for that softness. Until next time, it's goodbye from me. Goodbye from Human Focus Limited to your household, to your communities, your organizations, and your workplaces. Until next time, ciao for now.